A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to e-learning classes of Sacred Hearts of the subject Business Studies. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we have discussed about the different principles of insurance, in which we have discussed about the principle of utmost good faith, according to which there must be faith between insurer and insured, and all the material facts must be disclosed. Thereafter, dear students, we have discussed the second principle, that was the principle of insurable interest, and according to which the subject matter must be associated with the insured. And thereafter, we have discussed about the third principle, principle of indemnity, according to which insurance is not a contract of profit making. The fourth principle, principle of contribution, according to which if a person has taken more than one insurance policy, so the amount of loss will be compensated by all the insurers. Fifth principle was principle of subrogation, according to which as soon as the compensation is paid, the ownership of the asset passes to the insurer. Sixth principle was causa proxima, according to which the compensation will be paid by the insurance company only if the subject matter is associated with the insurance contract. And the last, the principle of mitigation of loss, according to which the insured must take care of his property as he would take care without taking any insurance policy. Now, dear students, today we are going to discuss about the insurance and assurance, and thereafter the type of insurance. In that we are going to discuss about the life insurance. So let's get started. Initially we will discuss the meaning of insurance and assurance. So dear students, if we talk about the assurance, then assurance refers to a contract in which the sum assured is bound to be paid sooner or later. In the simple words, assurance is a particular contract in which anyhow the amount will be paid to the particular person or to the particular person who belongs to the person. But in case of insurance, the sum assured or compensation will be given only when there happens the condition of loss. For example, let us understand with the example. For example, in case of fire insurance, the compensation will be given if the event of fire occurs over there and loss happens due to fire. On the other hand, if we talk about the life insurance of a particular person, in that condition, it is a contract of assurance, because in this contract, the insurer is bound to pay the compensation either at the time of death of the insured or at the time of expiry of the policy, or we can say the maturity of the policy, whichever comes earlier. If death will happen earlier, in that condition the compensation will be given at the time of death, or if the maturity comes before, then at the time of maturity the amount will be paid to the particular person. Now see further, dear students, the term insurance is used when the risk is uncertain. That means it may happen or it may not happen. And the assurance word is used where the event is 101% sure, but it can be the sooner one or it can be the later one. For example, the event of fire may happen and may not happen, but the death of a particular person is certain and definitely it is going to happen, but it can be sooner or later. Now, difference between insurance and assurance. So insurance is a contract in which the loss will be given only after suffering of the loss. The compensation will be given only after suffering of loss. But if we talk about assurance, then it is a bond to be paid whether insured suffers a loss or not. Second, the term insurance is used when risk is uncertain. But if we talk about the assurance, then it is, in this the risk is 100% certain. It happens to be either sooner or later. Next point, in insurance the compensation is paid only on happening of an event and proportionately. But if we talk about assurance, then there is no such proportionate amount, because we cannot calculate the amount of loss by the death of a particular person. Now the types of insurance are there: life insurance, fire insurance, marine and health insurance. Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the life insurance. So dear students, people used to take the life insurance due two reasons. The very first, risk of dying too early, and the second one, risk of dying too late. In the condition of risk of dying too early, the people used to take the life insurance policy so that they can provide the financial support to their family and the dependent people, so that they can get some financial resources and make their life stable. And if the people used to take risk of insurance due to risk of dying too late, in that condition they used to provide the economic support and financial independence to themselves in their old age. Now see further, in life insurance the sum assured is paid at the death or on the maturity period, whichever comes earlier. If a person dies early, his family gets the compensation, and if he survives, then he himself get the compensation. Now whatever the amount of compensation is there, that is fixed in the advance, because we actually cannot calculate the amount of loss by the death of a particular person. Now the main features or elements of life insurance are, what are these? The very first, the contract of life insurance is a insurance or is a contract that is based on the utmost good faith. That means the insured as well as the insurer both have to disclose all the material fact. Second, the insurable interest must be present at the time of taking life insurance policy, but not at the time of maturity. And the last one, life insurance contract is not a contract of indemnity. The life of a human being cannot be compensated, and that is why the amount payable in the life insurance on the death of a particular person is decided in the advance. This is all about today. God bless you all. Lots of love.